Hi guys. So today I just want to share with you guys a script that I've written some time back to basically extract the data from NSE website regarding option chain, right? So we all know that NSE provides the data for option chain for stocks and indices at regular intervals, which is I believe it's updated every 3 minutes or so. So for example, here's the data they provide. So my goal is to basically get this whole chain inside the Python program and assign it to a data frame, and then we can possibly further use it in some sort of a logic to build our strategy, or we can even print or use Matplotlib. So basically create some graphs depending upon our need and take a look at them during the trading hours to take some decisions, right? For example, I do print, I randomly check which is the current ITM price, and 200 above and 200 below, I select all those strike prices. I try to map, create charts for each of these strike prices for both put OI versus call OI. I also create the PCR for each of the strike prices, try to map them again, so I can visualize, how the market is or each strike price is performing. Right. So this is not the scope right now. I just want to show you the script and share it with you guys. You can download it and make your own changes. So let's get started, right? And if you won't believe, this is a very small script, but it makes the basis of everything that we do further on. And okay, I will not explain too much because this is something I written probably 6 months back or more, but I still use it in a way that I forgot what the code was, but I can make some changes if required, but I have to spend time on that. But in a nutshell, you will need the Chrome driver installed. You make sure you install a Chrome driver which is compatible with your current version of Chrome, right? And you will also need Selenium. So you can install a Selenium package in your Python environment. So what it does is it basically opens a window uh, or a Chrome driver window, directly access this page where the data is present. Then it runs through a loop. Usually in the day or in my script during the trading hours, I run a end or while loop until the end of 3:30 p.m. or something like that. But right now, it's market close hours and the data won't get refreshed. So I just run few loops, like 0 to 5, so that you can actually see it in action, even though the data will be repeated for each row, right? So then it goes into a loop, refresh the page each time, because while the data won't get refreshed in NSE website on its own, so you'll have to refresh the page. Then you basically read out the right elements from using Beautiful Soup or Selenium actions. Basically, you try to access table where the data is. Then you go in a massaging mode of the data, right? You basically, since the data will be present in a particular form, and you have a data frame to be assigned to, so you have to read it in a particular way to basically assign it back to a data frame in a particular sequence, right? Once it does that, it just assigns it to a data frame, and actually also writes to an Excel file at the end of the day just for records, right? So it won't take much time. Let us try to run it and see whether it works at this time, because most of the things fail when we start doing demos, right? So okay, so this is the code. This is automatically launched Chrome window. You can see it is going. So one thing to note is I have introduced some customary wait periods in the code so that it waits for the page to load and stuff like that. But what I want to say is, since NSE is actually updating it every 3 minutes, so you have pretty much, time, and you should not be running it like every 10 seconds, 15, 30 seconds, because uh, otherwise it will just block your CPU power, right? So your CPU will keep spending more time into this program, whether the other things might need that power, right? So just customize as per your needs. So right now I'm just keeping it for 10 seconds because I want the demo to be quick, a little bit quicker. I would not wait 3 minutes for next loop to run, right? So it's running its loops, collating the data in a data frame. I actually ran it some time back, but so that the data frame was there, but I will run it again after this loop finishes, right? So after the fourth loop, it should finish because 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so total of 5. And you see, this is also recording as a, the date and time, and the time should change during the day, right now, because it's not doing a get current time or something like that, right? Um, it says permission denied to this file because I was kind of already opened it. But if you see, so it must have returned, or it has not returned this file, but it has created the data frame right in the program. So what you can do is we can actually have a look at the data frame, right? So the data frame is created. If you see, there's the time frame, and there is also a file created in the program which corresponds to the current time in my computer, right? So if you see, there's the Bank Nifty option. So it does not, because it has not written, right? So but we can do a right away, because the program kind of got stuck at this point. So we can run this part again and write the file. Okay, so it has returned to the file, and you can see it has changed the time from, why not? Hmm. Why is such a problem? Okay, it is 2:35, and this was 2:36. So 1 minute back, it was not refreshing probably properly, right? So we can open this file now, and I can take you a little bit through it. So you can remove the indexes and see all the things, as per in the data frame. Have appeared, right? So all this has been written. It is the same replica of the data basically. I've created this empty form, empty data frame before proceeding to this script, because that's where all the data will be recorded in all these columns, right? So for each uh, each of the time that is recorded the data, it has recorded all the things in this one, right? So you've got all the strike prices, right? So this will be repeating until the strike prices are over for this particular time, like these things, okay? And after this whole data is over, the next row should start, and this time would have been like 30 330 um, what, 3 3 hours 30, or actually 3:35:00. So if you run it after 5 minutes, all of these timings should change to 3:35 and all that. And it, like for this particular one, there will be as many rows as there are rows in here with the same time, because it read all of them at particular time, right? So I'm sure you guys can actually figure this out on your own, because anyway it is intended for people who want to use in the Python program, uh, and presumably I assume that you would know a bit of Python and how to work around with the script and make changes according to your need, right? So hopefully this will help you. If you find it useful, please do subscribe and comment. I just started this channel, yesterday, and this is my second video, so it will be a bit encouraging. But if you have comments, if you need more, if you need help on a one-to-one basis, you do contact me at my email and publishing, so I can help you further. Thank you for watching.